come to life when you own a piece of the future, a place you can proudly call your own. And that dream is now within your reach. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Discover our projects, each offering you the opportunity to invest in your future. Piave Baraka Gardens, just 549,000 shillings. Miti Mingi Baraka Gardens, an incredible value at 349,000 shillings. Gilgil Langalanga Gardens, your dream home for only 349,999 shillings. Subukia Baraka Garden, secure your future for just 150,000 shillings. Sunrise Baraka Gardens at only 699,000 shillings. For more information and to reserve your spot, contact us on 0723 777 555. Visit www.ingeniuslandandproperties.com. Visit our offices in Nairobi at Unicity Mall Rooms 26 along Thika Road, Gilgil office next to Chawaka Supermarket, and Nakuru office CK Patel Building 8th floor Wing A. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Secure your future with us. Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth.
Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
Step into a world of beauty and elegance, where we bring you the latest and trendiest beauty products and equipment that cater to your every need. From luxurious skincare essentials infused with natural African ingredients to a wide array of makeup products that celebrate the diverse beauty of East Africa, we have it all. At East Africa Cosmetics, we understand that beauty comes from within. That's why we also offer a hand-picked selection of holistic wellness products to nourish your body and soul. With our state-of-the-art beauty equipment, you can now bring the salon experience to the comfort of your own home. Discover top-of-the-line hair dryers, beauty tools, and grooming essentials that will leave you looking and feeling your best. Whether you're a makeup enthusiast, a skincare devotee, or a salon professional, East Africa Cosmetics is here to support your beauty journey every step of the way. But wait, there's more. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to assist you in finding the perfect products tailored to your unique style and preferences. So, why wait? Visit us today at Jala Plaza Nakuru, Gusii Road adjacent to Kenyatta Avenue on your way to Tidy's Hotel, or Carnation Building along Mosque Road opposite Showmut Plaza. Call us on 0721 340 643. Visit our social media platforms, East Africa Cosmetics. And let East Africa Cosmetics be your trusted partner in beauty and wellness. East Africa Cosmetics, where East Africa's beauty comes to life.
Are you passionate about media, communication, or learning sign language? Welcome to Mamlaka School of Media and Sign Language, where we transform passion into profession. We offer comprehensive courses in Kenya Sign Language and Interpretation, ideal for anyone looking to bridge communication gap and make a difference in people's lives. Explore the exciting world of journalism and mass communication, or capture breathtaking moments through videography and photography. Our TV and film production courses will set you on the path to success. Master the art of live streaming and become a pro in radio production. We also nurture entrepreneurial minds with our entrepreneurship skills program. And for those eyeing international opportunities, we offer test of English as a foreign language. Enjoy flexible fee payment options tailored to fit your budget. Experience high-quality professional studies that equip you with essential skills. Benefit from attachment placements in reputable media houses, giving you real-world experience. Grow in an environment grounded in Christian values and a commitment to discipline, ensuring a well-rounded education. We are proudly hosted by Mamlaka Television and Chosen Generation Church. Enroll today and step into your future. For more information, call, text or WhatsApp us at 0700 899 899.
Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production, catering and accommodation, pastry and baking, culinary arts, tour guiding and operation, tourism and business management, fashion and design from artisan level to higher diploma, sales and marketing, banking and finance, accountancy, business management, ICT, CPA courses, hairdressing and beauty therapy, cosmetology, electrical engineering and installation. We also provide short courses in public relations, event management and entrepreneurship, as well as language classes in Spanish, German, French, Chinese, and sign language and interpretation. Our accredited examining bodies include NEC, ICM, CASNEB, NITA, and KISM. Accommodation is available for out-of-town students. We offer full-time, part-time, and online classes. For more information, visit us on the 4th floor of Equita House, Nakuru. Contact us at 0727 424 698 or 0721 582 532 or email info@nakurucollege.ac.ke. You can also visit our website www.nakurucollege.ac.ke. Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality, defining a culture of professional excellence.
Owning land is the key to building generational wealth, and Danwood Properties is here to make it happen. Our reputation is built on transparency, integrity, reliability, and a commitment to your future. Following the successful sale of Motaita Gardens Phase 1 to 4, we introduce to you Motaita Gardens Phase 5, around 30 minutes drive from Nakuru CBD. We are offering 50 by 100 plots at just 450,000 Kenya shillings cash offer. Eastgate Estate or Greenstead, just 15 minutes from Nakuru CBD. We are connected by tarmac roads to ensure smooth access to Nakuru CBD and beyond. We are surrounded by top schools, hospitals and shopping centers, making it a prime location for families and investors. It gets even better. Start with just a 20% deposit and clear the balance in 6 months. Own land stress-free with a plan that works for you. And here's the best part. We offer free site visits every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Invest with the best and secure your future today. Call us on 0757 111 333 or visit our website at www.danwoodpropertieslimited.co.ke or visit our offices at Wilma House, first floor, room number 113 along Kenyatta Avenue next to Family Bank, Nakuru. Danwood Properties, future investment today.
Dreams come to life when you own a piece of the future, a place you can proudly call your own. And that dream is now within your reach. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Discover our projects, each offering you the opportunity to invest in your future. Piave Baraka Gardens, just 549,000 shillings. Miti Mingi Baraka Gardens, an incredible value at 349,000 shillings. Gilgil Langalanga Gardens, your dream home for only 349,999 shillings. Subukia Baraka Garden, secure your future for just 150,000 shillings. Sunrise Baraka Gardens at only 699,000 shillings. For more information and to reserve your spot, contact us on 0723 777 555. Visit www.ingeniouslandandproperties.com. Visit our offices in Nairobi at Unicity Mall Rooms 26 along Thika Road, Gilgil office next to Chawaka Supermarket, and Nakuru office CK Patel Building 8th floor Wing A. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Secure your future with us. Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth.
Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station, on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
Step into a world of beauty and elegance, where we bring you the latest and trendiest beauty products and equipment that cater to your every need. From luxurious skincare essentials infused with natural African ingredients to a wide array of makeup products that celebrate the diverse beauty of East Africa, we have it all. At East Africa Cosmetics, we understand that beauty comes from within. That's why we also offer a hand-picked selection of holistic wellness products to nourish your body and soul. With our state-of-the-art beauty equipment, you can now bring the salon experience to the comfort of your own home. Discover top-of-the-line hair dryers, beauty tools, and grooming essentials that will leave you looking and feeling your best. Whether you're a makeup enthusiast, a skincare devotee, or a salon professional, East Africa Cosmetics is here to support your beauty journey every step of the way. But wait, there's more. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to assist you in finding the perfect products tailored to your unique style and preferences. So, why wait? Visit us today at Jala Plaza Nakuru, Gusii Road adjacent to Kenyatta Avenue on your way to Tidy's Hotel, or Carnation Building along Mosque Road opposite Showmut Plaza. Call us on 0721 340 643. Visit our social media platforms, East Africa Cosmetics. And let East Africa Cosmetics be your trusted partner in beauty and wellness. East Africa Cosmetics, where East Africa's beauty comes to life.
Are you passionate about media, communication, or learning sign language? Welcome to Mamlaka School of Media and Sign Language, where we transform passion into profession. We offer comprehensive courses in Kenya Sign Language and Interpretation, ideal for anyone looking to bridge communication gap and make a difference in people's lives. Explore the exciting world of journalism and mass communication, or capture breathtaking moments through videography and photography. Our TV and film production courses will set you on the path to success. Master the art of live streaming and become a pro in radio production. We also nurture entrepreneurial minds with our entrepreneurship skills program. And for those eyeing international opportunities, we offer test of English as a foreign language. Enjoy flexible fee payment options tailored to fit your budget. Experience high-quality professional studies that equip you with essential skills. Benefit from attachment placements in reputable media houses, giving you real-world experience. Grow in an environment grounded in Christian values and a commitment to discipline, ensuring a well-rounded education. We are proudly hosted by Mamlaka Television and Chosen Generation Church. Enroll today and step into your future. For more information, call, text, or WhatsApp us at 0700 899 899.
Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production, catering and accommodation, pastry and baking, culinary arts, tour guiding and operation, tourism and business management, fashion and design from
Naam, karibu mtazamaji popote pale ulipo, karibu katika kipindi chetu leo hii kwa ni siku ya Jumatano. Tarehe ni tarehe 16 mwezi wa 4 mwaka 2025. Tunaomba kwamba tumekuamkia vyema zaidi pole pale ulipo na kukaribisha tuweze kuendana pamoja. My name is Derek na upande wa pili kwa mwenzangu hapa bwana James. Good morning.
Good morning Derek.
Yeah, how are
Derek, Wednesday kama siko kwa hiyo. Wednesday kama siko kwa hiyo, iitwe tu Monday. Iitwe tu Monday. Hiyo inanikumbusha pia Monday ulitoroka kidogo. Unajua mtu kama na yeye anaenda mgomo anasemanga.
Mgomo gani?
Si unaenda mgomo alafu sisi tunajipata kumbe tuko kazi peke yetu.
Mtu anapewa off kidogo ya siku 2 hivi.
Ulipewa off? Ya siku 2?
Siku 2.
Shukuru jameni, watu wengine kama mimi sijapewa off for long time. Na bila shaka mahali ulipopigia picha, ile picha ile ulipiga ukaitupa mitandaoni. Nikajua bila shaka uko Nairobi sababu hiyo ni mahali nishaikuwa hapo.
Ushaikuwa hapo.
Nishaikuwa hapo. Nishaikuwa hapo.
Nilirudi ya Nairobi kuko sawa. Na Madam Lucy aliniambia kwamba walikuwa wamenimiss.
Madam Lucy
pale na Kurukoli.
Huyu Lucy
Madam Lucy Ben.
Madam Lucy Ben. Na ninakumbuka hiyo Monday pia tulikuwa na wao.
Tulikuwa na wao
lakini wewe ukaamua uende
wacha
na pia unafaa ushukuru Mungu umepata for the first time Derek akona fan anaitwa Lucy Ben mwenye akona TV. But it is honest, to be honest. Lucy Ben akona TV na she might be your first fan mwenye akona TV.
Mwenye akona TV.
You are doing great. Since I joined you, na tangu nianze kukutrain kukaa na watu wako na TV, naona sasa unashika. Unaendelea vizuri.
Naona unavuka mipaka. Nitakufukuza.
Fans wako hawana TV.
Nitakufukuza.
Derek fans wako hawana TV. Isipokuwa Lucy Ben peke yake.
Ni sawa.
Mwingine ni mimi.
Ni sawa. Sitaki kuanza kushindana na wewe. Otherwise, how have you been?
Mimi nimekuwa salama, Derek. Wiki imekuwa njema.
Sunday mlikuwa baptism, ulibatizwa?
Kidogo kulinganisha na mila na desturi za kwetu pale Kambani. Kwetu Kitui, the only water you can play with ni ile ya kikombe. Kaona watu wanaingia kwa maji mingi sana. Au unaingizwa huko ndani au unatoka. Unashangaa unaharibu maji kwa nini? Can't you see this is insulting my ancestors?
Lakini ni vizuri watu wabatizwe.
Ni vizuri watu wabatizwe. Na nakumbuka pia Baba Askofu katuambia kuna ibada ambazo kama Mkristo unafaa kuwa nazo. Ibada moja wazo ni kubatizwa. Hiyo ni kama umezaliwa tena upya ndani ya Kristo.
Na nilikuwa nafuatilia akazungumza akisema kwamba hata kama umebatizwa na unahisi ya kwamba unabatizwa tena ama unataka kubatizwa tena ama unahisi ya kwamba imani iliweza kushuka kidogo na kidogo ukapoteza mwelekeo kidogo, lakini sio sana vile, ni vyema pia unaweza rejea na kubatizwa. Lakini tofauti na kule kwetu nyumbani, ubatizo huja mara moja tu.
Hata mahali nilipolelewa, mimi nimelelewa kwa kanisa lingine. Na it differs because ukibatizwa ni hivyo.
Ni hivyo
na yetu si ile ya maji mingi bwana. Sisi yetu ilikuwa kale kikombe. Tumishana simama huko na mwagiliwa. Kwa jina la Baba la Mwana Roho Mtakatifu tumevuta fulani. Yes. Then unapaka tumefuta na unasonga. Lakini hapa bila shaka tunasema ya kwamba it's a independent church na iko na misimamo yake. Na iko na maoni yake. Lakini pia niseme ya kwamba hata ukibatizwa mara 100, mara 10, haina shida. Haina shida. Maana ni ibada.
As long as you keep your faith na unamaanisha ubatizo unabatiza kwa ajili ya kusafisha roho yako. It is okay. Now, mtazamaji karibuni katika kipindi chetu leo hii. Kwa basi tunapoendelea na kipindi chetu, kumbuka tutakuwa naangazia habari kwenye gazeti zetu za siku ya leo. Tuko na gazeti la The Standard. Upande wa pili mwenzangu Catalina yuko na gazeti la The Standard na upande wangu niko na gazeti la Daily Nation. Lakini pia tutakuwa na durusu pale mtandaoni, tuangazie habari kwenye gazeti la People's Daily, gazeti la Taifa Leo na pia gazeti la Business Daily, tuangazie habari za kibiashara. Na pia vile vile tuangazie habari kwenye gazeti la The Star. Ni kwa kweli kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba unaenda nasi kupitia mitandao zetu za kijamii, on Facebook Mamlaka Television, on YouTube Mamlaka Television, na pia vile vile unaweza kutumia nambari zetu za simu 0721 899 899 ama pia ukatumia nambari ya simu nyingine 0700899899. Na kwa wale ambao ungependa kuwasiliana nami moja kwa moja, kisha unatumia ukurasa wangu wa Facebook Nyongesa Derek Official, unaweza kunifuatilia pale na pia kupitia akaunti yangu ya Facebook Nyongesa Derek. Labda upande wako bwana Catalina, kwa mtandao, kwa wale ambao wanafungulia kwa mara ya kwanza, wakupate wapi?
Unanipata pale Facebook Catgrapher 001. That's my Facebook. Nini account and I have another one called Catalina Ngundi.
Facebook account.
Zote ni Facebook account. Niko na mbili, usiulize kwa nini. Maana mtu ambaye ana jina naye mambo yake ni mingi. TikTok ni Catgrapher 001 na @Catalina Ngundi pale X.
Na uko TikTok?
Nisema kwa hilo niko kwa TikTok.
Mimi mwalimu alinifungulia TikTok account
na nilikuona mahali hapo, lakini una bahati. Bado una bahati. Unakuja wakati TikTok, unakuja wakati TikTok imekuwa so formal and imekuwa unisex. Kitambo bana TikTok used to be
for women, ladies, for women only.
Wanafanya zile vitu zao hivyo. Kidogo tuko hapo sisi wote tunaangalia kidogo tunampa like.
I think mwalimu atanifunza.
Atakufunza pia kunini. Na pia nikufunze maana naona pia simu uko nayo mpya. Derek unapopiga selfie ukai hivi. Sio hivi. Ni hivi Derek. Maana hii unapopiga hivi tunaona forehead kidogo imeenda sana. Na nitakutrain hii mambo usijali.
Ulipitia my gallery hapo jana ama kuliendaje? Unajua kidogo yale mambo unayazungumza kidogo.
Maana niliona picha nyingine umeweka hapo nikashindwa jamani huyu na ule mzee ako kule nyumbani sasa tofauti gani? Lakini usijali maana mimi nimpiga picha basi nitakuwa na train kidogo hapa na pale.
Ni sawa sawa Catalina. As now we head into tuangazia habari kwenye gazeti zetu za siku ya leo. Kuna mambo ambayo yalitokea kuanzia siku ya Jumatatu hadi leo. Lakini kabla hatujaangazia habari kwenye gazeti zetu za siku ya leo, kuna mnyama ambaye hujifungua watoto bila kushirikiana na the opposite sex. Na habari hiyo imepatwa na mshtuko kidogo.
Mnyama gani huyo bana?
The snake. Kuna nyoka ambaye
no mating.
No mating. Just gave birth
naturally like.
Have you ever imagined something?
Mwisho according to the science sababu pia binadamu ni wanyama. Mwisho alipojifungua hivyo alikuwa Maria.
Maria.
Kaambiwa ni Roho Mtakatifu.
Nimekuwa nikisoma hizi habari kidogo tunaelezwa it is called a parthenogenetic.
Inaweza fertilize the nini peke yake bila
during ovulation it gives birth to a snake that is similar or rather it looks identical to the mother. Zinafanana kabisa. Nimekuwa nikifuatilia niweze kufahamu zaidi lakini nitakuwa najaribu kufuatilia tuweze kujua hasa mambo yanakuwa vipi. Ni katika tu ile hali ya kuweza kujaribu kuangazia kupitia kujua habari zile
hapa na pale lakini David jamani unaangazia nyoka.
No, kuna watu wameendea
nyoka.
Kuna watu ni habari nimepatana nazo asubuhi nikaamua wacha nijaribu kudurusu niangazie zinasema nini. Lakini all said and done wacha tuangazie habari kwenye gazeti zetu za siku ya leo. Hapo jana maafisa wa EACC pamoja na wale wa DCI gavana wa Kiambu Kimani wa Matangi akaweza kukamatwa na kuachiliwa.
According to you does it look what do I call it? Does it look formal ama ni political call?
According to me, maybe kumekuwepo na kashfa za ufujaji wa pesa za umma. Hawaelezi fedha hizi zilitumika wapi. Kuna mradi ambao ulikuwa kampuni ambao ukiangalia kwa mujibu wa sheria hawakufuata ule utaratibu wa kutosha. Sasa hilo ndilo walikuwa wanajaribu kuchunguza. Lakini kwa yote wanasiasa bado ni wanasiasa watasema kwamba huenda ni wale wa kisiasa.
Ni wale. Wanasiasa ni wale. Ukitaka kujua wanasiasa ni wale. Wakati our RGG one of the honor alikuwa anaimpichiwa pale. We never heard about Faruk Kibet. And we never heard about Itumbi. We came to hear about them. Akiwa interview akijibu Mr. President sir. Again nikikurudisha nyuma tena pia kidogo. Nikwambia there was a time the Wamatangi governor Wamatangi of Kiambu. There was a plan. He was to be impeached some days back. If you remember. I don't know how that went, but according to sources ahead, there was a pressure from a certain MP of that region. When alikuwa anataka the guy akuwe impeached as fast as possible. But then the MCAs they sat down and they ignored it. There has been dozens of cases zenye zinaandama wa Matangi. But according to these guys wakati wamemshika na wakampeleka I don't know where, they claim that wamepata 15 million kwa nyumba yake na $13,000 kwa nini. Again tunafaa kuangalia okay ni sawa but nataka niulize Derek, which kind of a thief ataimba pesa kama hiyo hayaka kwa nyumba yake.
And we all know Governor Matangi is a businessman. He's a businessman.
This guy is a contractor.
Yeah.
Huyu mtu ni contractor.
Yeah.
Ako na mimi naongelea kitu najua sababu nimeishi Kiambu.
Yeah.
Ako na petrol stations, ako na hardware. Huyu ni mtu mwenye kukuwa na 13 million kwanza kwa nyumba.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. For him it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal for Wamataki to have 13 million kwa nyumba.
Yeah.
Guy mwenye ana transact.
Yeah.
Business that
every day
direct
kwa siku labda kusema anaweza kuwa anaingiza faida fulani. But on the other hand, we also have to look at this issue, rather at this story, when we talk about remember the young people have been advocating for good governance, fighting corruption. Maybe this is just another form of fighting corruption in case there are
I don't think
issues.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, the government we are having today, Derek, if you have a sober mind, because let me tell you, if there is a man who has a sober mind, in Kiambu Espano is Wamatangi. That man, leadership yake iko sawa. Leadership ya Wamatangi iko sawa. Let me tell you, kama in this regime uko na akili timamu. Aki, to be honest, you are in a big trouble. You are in a big trouble. Sababu angalia someone like I'm gonna give you an example of the same case. You do something which outshines the nini, and then it becomes a problem. Look at down there, just at Kiharu, Didi Nyoro. Look at what Didi Nyoro is going through right now. Makosa yake ni kufanya nini? Ni kwa sababu alifanya maendeleo. Didi Nyoro alifanya maendeleo. So as Wamatangi.
You know,
ukiwa na akili timamu kwa hii kwa the regime, I think you are having a problem. They're not like someone who is serious. Hawataki mtu outshine anything. You do something which outshines your boss and it is a problem. But now the question is, if you are up there and you are the boss, then why can't you do something which outshines me as well?
But remember, at the same time, we also have to look at this story in a different way. Remember, we all talk about we want leaders who can, or rather, who are ready to serve the people. And for example, you have given that example of Kiharu MP, Honorable Dindi Nyoro. He was telling us that when you have that small amount and you have a structure and you know what you want to do, and you listen from other MPs who are telling us that the amount that is allocated to the country or the amount that is in the basket for development is not enough. Then at the same time you ask yourself, if that money is not enough, then what are they doing?
What are they doing? With the little they have.
With the little that they have. It's a good
question.
What are they doing?
Because tell me now, Derek, I was having a problem of 1,000. But you tell me, I have this 800. Do you want to tell me, I will go sit down with that 800 and nitumie vibaya?
Waiting for 1,000.
Waiting for 1,000. You see, sometimes, Derek, is so very funny when you hear someone who is elected, someone who is believed to be intelligent, someone who is believed to be wise up there, standing in front of that honorable house and speak nonsense. It is totally discouraging. Because maybe I was listening to, like, for example, that time of Didi Nyoro. I was listening to a big MP, a whole man, standing in front of these people and asking them, which MP can do what Didi Nyoro? And I'm asking, kwani Didi Nyoro ni wapi hapo ametoa pesa nyinyi hamwezi toa? Hii chenye amefanya si Didi Nyoro has done it.
He has done it. Then at the same time, remember, as we are talking about issues to do with the development in parts of our constituencies. Right now, as you are speaking, MPs, those people who were elected, and other leaders and the MCs. Remember, they all rely on NGCDF money for development. Remember, they are now planning to boycott all those sessions, seats in the parliament. They are planning to boycott because of the delayment. Capitation delayment. Wanapopanga kuweza kuondokea vikao hivyo kwa sababu wanasema fedha hazijatumwa. Then the question is, are they wanaenda kazi kwa sababu ya hizo fedha ambazo zinatumwa za NGCDF, or we have other issues that they have to address?
I will ask this and I will tell this, and this goes direct to my MP. Back at home. Faith Nyenze. I will tell you this. If you intend to boycott the house, the progress of the house, the seat we elected you to be sitting on and to be working for us, then before you sit down there, Go back to Kitui East, West and show us hii CDF yenye ulikuwa umepata kutoka kitambo before uende kuboycott. Tumefanya kazi, tumefika hapa ndio imekwamia, ndio maana naenda kuboycott. Come tell me that.
The reason they are giving, they are telling us that that money, remember, schools are about to reopen again for the second term. And they feel like parents, or rather those parents from a humble background, they are not able to pay for
there was a statement.
Parents will be coming to their offices.
There was a statement, CJ Muturi. Like CJ Muturi. Yesterday said, the CDF and whatever is not literally helping the needy. Hii ni kitu wanachukua wanajifaidisha wao wenyewe. This is according to the statement yenye alitoa jana, if I'm not wrong. Inajifaidisha yeye na wale watu wa karibu wake. The cartels, if I may say.
Ni kweli. Na labda tu nikutafutie ujumbe huu kwa sababu pia mimi nilikuwa nao na nikaweza kuchapisha pale. Swala ambalo nilikuwa nazungumzia kuhusiana na anasema kwamba pesa ambazo zinatengewa CDF, pesa hizo mara nyingi huishia kwa mfuko ya watu ambao wanajifaidi wenyewe, kwa sababu wao wenyewe ndio wanaangalia fedha hizi ambazo wanatumia.
Ujumbe wenyewe ulikuwa unasema the NGC CDF is a corrupt, illegal and unconstitutional for fund unjustly enrich the MPs and their family and their colonies, and should be therefore be scrapped. I'm asking you this, without NGCDF, Eric, can anything else happen without this money?
You know, when we talk about NGCDF, this is the amount that comes from the national treasury. Then at the same time, we have to look at it because we also have a devolution. We have county governments. County pia zinajisimamia kutoza ushuru ama kutoza kodi.
And
hizo fedha ambazo wanatoza zinatumika wapi? Zinatumika.
I
remember fedha kutoka kwa serikali ndio waweze kufanya maendeleo, waweze kulipia wanafunzi karo. Na wengine wanasema kwamba fedha hizi ukienda kuchunguza unapata kwamba some millions of money zingine zinaishia kwa mfuko. Na kwa sababu wao wenyewe ndio wanachunguza fedha hizi.
No, you wonder.
Derek,
I was telling my friend this. The government of Kenya will only convince me that they are sorting this kind of corruption thing when they will solve the puzzle of SHA, of e-citizen, na chanjo ya ng'ombe sijui ama nini. Inaitwa nini? Wakati they will solve that puzzle. Derek. Wakati they will solve that puzzle, and they start with SHA, watu waambie vizuri. And NHIF ilikuwa na makosa gani? You scrub you out. Tuweke SHA.
Remember they said that the issues to do with NHIF, we had very many corrupt individuals there. Rather cartels were.
And I hope now we have bishops in SHA. I'm just hoping now we had an NHIF which was very corrupt. I hope now we are having bishops in SHA. That's why it's not working. We have bishops, people who are not corrupt at all. He's citizen. Do you know I was reading an article today in the morning and I found that everything to do with certification will be done in e-citizen. Do you know the number of Form 4s when you wanafaa kufanya exam? This ama tuseme basi the people when you wanafaa kuwa na hizo certificate as per now this year alone ni 4.5
million.
Kila mtu akilipa 50. Do you know how much money is that? And then you tell me this thing is a private.
And when we talk about registration, students don't pay 50 shillings.
Of course, I was just doing my rough calculation.
An estimate.
An estimate. It's a good money. But the question is, leave alone now the e-citizen. Before yenye ilikuwa saaje na yenyewe ilifanya nini pia? Unaona? Because me, you are telling me we still have to change the policies of taxation. I will ask you also again. Policies zimekuwa hapo so far already. Zimetusaidia aje sisi kama wananchi? Hizo pesa zimetozwa kwa hizo policies zimewekwa as per now. Zimesaidia watu. Mimi I like practical things. Tell me, hizo policies tulifanya hivi na hivi na hivi. Now we want to do a bigger thing. That's why we are changing some policies. That's why we are adding something so as to be able to do another thing. But already we have seen nothing.
Okay. Okay, fine. But now let's have a look at the highlights on our digital newspapers before we take a very short commercial break. Nitakuwa naangazia baadhi tu ya habari ambazo zimeangaziwa katika ukurasa wa kwanza kwenye gazeti la The Star, na pia nitaangazia kwenye gazeti la People's Daily na pia kwenye gazeti la Taifa Leo. Tuangazie tu, nitakuwa nawasomea tu tuweze kuona mwandishi ana yapi ya kuyasema. And our headline on page number 4 and number 5 of the Star newspaper, this is our headline. Weta plots to age out Mudavadi as Luya King. Remember, huko Magharibi, they are always in that narrative that once you're in government, or rather you have a higher position in government, you become the kingpin. And remember, in Western we have two people. We have the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Msala Mudavadi, and we have the National Speaker Assembly, Moses Wetangula. They are fighting for that seat of who is the king.
Sons of the land.
But remember, hii ni kawaida kwa sababu pia hapa Mlima Kenya pia tumeweza kuona viongozi wakijitokeza na kila mahali kuna yule ambaye anataka awe ni mbabe katika maeneo haya. Sorry,
Derek, I think the issue to do with kingship should be measured or examined by how high you are in the government. Because you see, you can still be in a very big position, but literally doing nothing. You see, when you talk about kingpin, it's about being a leader. Being a leader is not being the bigger person.
The bigger person.
Actually, the thing which people don't know, being a leader is being the last person. It's being the last person. You serve others before you serve yourself. Being a leader, Derek, you listen to others before you get listened to. That's being a leader. And
as much as you listen, we have people who are right, and we have people who will utter wrong statements. But you have to listen.
Do you know what being a leader, Derek? Being a leader means that you have no opinion. You will go by the will of the people who you are leading. Because if 80% says, we don't want food, we want water. Regardless of whether you saw it important for them to have food, you will give them water because they are the majority and they are the one who elected you to be in that same place. So if you tell me because I'm in a very high place in government, now I should be the kingpin, Derek, then I should be the kingpin of somewhere. Just to be honest.
Okay, fine. That story is on page number 5 of the Star newspaper, and on page number 7, this is about Governor Wamatangi. The governor, a stately home and a mountain of cash. Ni habari ambazo tuliangazia pale mwanzoni. We have other stories like on page number 17. This is on the opinion column. Butere girls didn't just walk off stage. They made history. Ni maoni ya Wakenya. Ni michezo ambayo iliweza kutamatika.
Tukiwa kwa hilo jambo, Derek. I would like to send this statement. And whatever I'm going to say is not the opinion of Mamlaka TV. It's my own opinion.
Your own opinion.
And it's my own view of things.
Or rather your feeling. How you feel about what happened.
It is, at the breaking, Derek, the girls went through what they went through. This was so at breaking, Derek, to find that the governor is a woman. We have a woman who is a women representative. We have a senator who is a woman. Here in Nakuru. Those things did happen here in Nakuru. We have MPs, several of them who are women, and still they stood and said nothing concerning this thing. Derek, no woman defended those little ladies.
But at the same time, because we are all, or rather we believe are leaders, when you talk about leadership, we don't have to look at a person and try to define them according to their agenda. When Derek, all leaders
we are talking about girls.
This issue.
We have mothers. We believe we have mothers in the place of leadership. People who would have stood up and condemned this thing. It is a shame today, Derek. It is a shame if those girls went through whatever they went through in Nakuru. And no leader, in the name of a mother, said nothing.
But at the same time, remember when a leader stand and address, let's say like the issue of corruption,
where the kids,
we all believe that
where the kids criminals, where the kids criminals, why are they selling drugs?
Okay, I'm not in support.
They were not doing anything wrong.
Silent, but
and I'm gonna ask this question. Before hiyo nini zote hizo stage zote mpaka hii mchezo kuja kufika nationals. Do you want to tell me that huko katikati hakukuwa na shida?
You see, that brings in the issue of a statement I read in social media. Somebody was saying fasihi ni kioo cha jamii.
Yeah.
Lakini jamii haitaki kujiona kwenye kioo. Hapa ni jamii gani ambayo haitaki kujiona kwenye kioo? Nikawa najiuliza hiyo swali. Is a tricky thing. Okay, that's all about the Star newspaper and rushing to the People's Daily. We also have the story on page number 4, scandal for 151,000 teachers promotion. This is another scam that is looming. Lawmakers claim that TSC elevated tutors who scored 80% during interviews at the expense of those who attained higher rating marks. Kumbuka hivi majuzi kumekuwepo na mahojiano ama mdahalo wa kuweza kujua hasa ni akina nani ambao watakuwa wanapata kuongezewa nyadhifa ama kuongezewa nyadhifa zao, hivyo ninavyosema. Na unapata kwamba wanasema kwamba, unakumbuka tukielezwa kwamba walipewa wabunge barua za kuweza kuajiri walimu, na tukajiuliza mbona wapewa wabunge na ilhali kuna idara ya ama sekta ya elimu ambayo inaweza kushughulikia swala hili. Now we have another story that is coming up. Wanatueleza kwamba scandal of 151,000 teachers promotions, another scandal. Wanasema for those to those who scored 80%, they were given that opportunity. But of course we had people who scored more than that 80%. But where are they?
Yet we are arresting Wamatangi sababu wako na 13 million kwa nyumba yake. It's funny. It sounds funny.
Yeah, and then on page number 6 you have the story about public finance, and of course you have the photo of Kiharu MP Ndindi Nyoro. He's saying the grim picture of Kenya's debt situation. Kumbuka bado tuko kwa madeni. Kama taifa na serikali tuambia kwamba wakati ambapo wataingia madarakani they will do away with the data, hawatakuwa wanakopa. But according to this article on page number 6 of the People's Daily, the grim picture of Kenya's data situation. Na hii majuzi ilikuwa naeleza kwamba kwa fedha ambazo zinakopwa, hiyo kwa kiwango ambacho kinakopwa, huenda basi kwa siku tukawa tunakopa shilingi milioni zaidi ya 500, milioni 500.
I saw that
kwa siku.
This sorry.
Yeah.
This puts the so-called public debt in a bad shape.
Yeah.
Today is if we are borrowing the kind of money and the government which came in told us we are not going to borrow anymore.
Yeah.
We have enough resources. We are not going to do the subsidy whatever. We are not going to do anything to do with kukopa na hapa juu na hapa chini. Now I'm going to ask this question now. We are still there in.
Yes.
Bado tunakopa direct. Ndio?
Yeah.
Si tunakopa?
Yes.
Tunakopa. And they are telling us the part of the need tunapeana.
Yeah.
The tax yenye tunatozwa kila siku. Inalipa. Mimi napendanga vitu practical. Prezo bwana tuambie umelipa ukafikisha wapi? Unalipa ndani, umefikisha wapi? Ni ngapi tumepata ndani yetu ni ngapi?
Okay, fine. It's okay. Let's take a very short commercial break. Tukirejea basi tutakuwa narejea na hilo swala la deni. Na pia tutakuwa naangazia habari kwenye gazeti la Taifa Leo na pia kwenye gazeti la The Standard na gazeti la Daily Nation. Tunaangazia habari ambazo zimepewa kipaumbele, lakini kuna habari nyingi zaidi ambazo unaweza kujipatia nakala ya gazeti hizi uweze kusoma na kujua hasa mambo yapi ambayo yanazidi kuendelea. Kwa sasa mtazamaji, let's have a look at Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality advertisement.
Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production, catering and accommodation, pastry and baking, culinary arts, tour guiding and operation, tourism and business management, fashion and design from artisan level to higher diploma, sales and marketing, banking and finance, accountancy, business management, ICT, CPA courses, hairdressing and beauty therapy, cosmetology, electrical engineering and installation. We also provide short courses in public relations, event management and entrepreneurship, as well as language classes in Spanish, German, French, Chinese, and sign language and interpretation. Our accredited examining bodies include NEC, ICM, CASNEB, NITA, and KISM. Accommodation is available for out-of-town students. We offer full-time, part-time, and online classes. For more information, visit us on the 4th floor of Equity House, Nakuru. Contact us at 0727 424 698 or 0721 582532 or email info@nakurucollege.ac.ke. You can also visit our website www.nakurucollege.ac.ke. Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality, defining a culture of professional excellence.
Naam, karibu tena mtazamaji. Hii imekuwa ni kanda ya Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality. Wanapatikana katika kaunti ya Nakuru, na ukiwa katikati ya jiji kuu la Nakuru wanapatikana hapa Kenyatta Avenue. Ukiwa pale Equator House, ama wanapatikana pale Equator House orofa ya 4 next to Ereto Bookshop. Unaweza kufika pale ukaangazia kosi kama vile tourism, hospitality, pastry and baking, accountancy, electrical engineering, fashion and design, cosmetology, sign language and interpretation, and it is also a school of languages alike. Unaweza kujifunza pale Kifaransa, Kichina na pia Germany, zote kama lugha unaweza kuzipokea pale Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality. Na pia mitihani ambayo inapatikana pale, of course it is a certified TVET institution, a certified private TVET institution. Na mitihani ambayo inapatikana pale, they have NITA, ICM, KASNEB, KISM and NEC. Ni mitihani ambayo kisha hitimu unapewa shahada ambayo itakuwa inadhibitisha kwamba ulisoma pale na ukahitimu, na ufanya hivyo utakuwa umejipatia nafasi bora zaidi ya kuweza kutafuta ajira katika kaunti ya Nakuru, sehemu tofauti tofauti humu nchini na pia mataifa jirani na pia mataifa za kule ugenini. Na ukifanya hivyo basi utakuwa unajijenga kimaisha na kujenga pia wenzio katika jamii. That's all about Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality. Ni taasisi ambayo inaongozwa na Madam Penina Ng'ang'a pamoja na Madam Lucy Beni, na wanatueleza kwamba they define a culture of professional excellence. Catalina,
Yeah.
Unatuambia serikali itueleze ni deni ama tumefika wapi na wamelipa kiasi kipi cha deni?
Ikiwezekana wagao wanatumia ka text. Dear Kenya.
Yeah.
Tumefika hapa now because at the level we are at now.
And do you think that they can do so?
Okay, Derek, to be honest, I don't mean for us to go to that next stage of to go to a message. But I think we can go to an extent of being told what is really happening.
Yeah.
You see, we are in dark. When these guys were campaigning, we were given figures.
Yeah.
Then yetu imefika hapa na hapa na hapa.
And remember,
nitakapoingia nitafanya hivi na hivi na hivi.
Yeah.
Then leo mbona hizo figures hatuzisikii tena?
And remember, we are also being informed, tuliambiwa hivyo majuzi tu na mfanya biashara Jimmy Wanjigi ambaye pia ni mwanasiasa. Alikuwa anasema, anauliza tu, what if hatuna deni?
What if hatuna deni?
Remember, kwa sababu maswali kama hayo yakiulizwa, kumbuka rais amesema kwamba kuna jopo ambalo ameteua kuweza kuangazia madeni ambayo tuko nayo. What happened? What happened? Did we hear anything from them?
No.
Wanasema wanaenda kufanya that
audit. Mr. President has been kila time that we have a complaint to do with something which affects him directly.
Yeah.
He has this tendency of running fast and saying that I will make a committee of kuangalia hii. Make a committee of kuangalia hii. In 10 days nitakuwa na committee ya kuangalia. We make the committee which does not give us report. We are having a problem. A big problem. Because anatengeneza hizo committee.
Anasema nitateua jopo na kisha teua basi tunaelekea mahakamani, tunasema kwamba hawafai kuwa pale. Hawafai. Do you think we are sometimes you're also the problem kwa sababu
we are not the problems because kama hawafai. Kama hawafai Derek. Kama hawafai we have lecturers, we have professors around. Who can do those kind of a political problem is not solved by another political problem.
By another political
financial problem is not solved by creating another financial way. Okay, Derek nataka kuzuia 10,000 zangu zisipotee. Then hire someone mwenye nitalipa 15,000 anizuia 10,000 zangu zisipotee. It is not making sense.
Okay, that brings in that takes us to our headline on the front page of the Taifa Leo. Tunaeleza kwamba miradi inayochomea Ruto. Still on the same story. Miradi ambayo inamchomea Rais Ruto. Na kuangazia kwa ndani, mwandishi anajaribu kusema kwamba washirika wa Rais Ruto wanamwenzi kama kiongozi mchapakazi anayeamka mapema na kulala kuchelewa. Wanasawiri kama anayependa kufuatilia kwa karibu miradi ya serikali. Wakosoaji wasema agubika mikutano ya kampeni kama uzinduzi wa miradi ya kufaa raia. Lakini je, ni vyema kutumia helikopta kuenda kuzindua soko la kaunti? Ni swala ambalo linauliza. Na swala hili pia unapata kwamba ni swala ambalo aliyekuwa naibu wa rais Rigathi Gachagua pia aliweza kulizungumzia. Kwa nini anaelekea kule Mlima Kenya kuzindua mradi wa shilingi 1400 na zaidi, kutumia chopa, magari ambayo inatumia mafuta? Unapata kwamba fedha ambazo zinatumika pale ni mamilioni ya fedha. Mbona rais afanye hivi?
It does not make sense to me. If a president anaenda ku launch a market, county commission anaanza fanya hiyo kazi.
The governor.
Kama chief anaweza zidua. Tuachane na jokes zingine. Sometimes we are joking a lot as Kenyans. Sometimes we are having a kind of a joke.
Ndio maana mwandishi anasema kwamba miradi ambayo inamchomea Rais Ruto. Sasa tuseme ya kwamba kuna miradi ambayo awaachie viongozi wengine.
Awaachie viongozi wengine. Governor is in the same county.
Yeah.
Why is governor not going there to do the same job? Kwani president anaenda kufungua market?
Ndio ionekana anafanya kazi.
Hata sisi tuko na CS wa trade na nini, si anafunguza tu. President market.
What should the president focus on?
We have big
because when you talk about roads or other transportation, we also have a Ministry of Transport. Rais na atafanya kazi gani? Iwapo hizi kidogo ambazo anazifanya kidogo tunahisi ya kwamba
do you think president will be okay kufungua market? And I'm going to ask you again this question. Do you think it's cool when president we had a joke of Machapati walking around and promising machines za kupika chapati milioni 1 in a day? Do you think those are kind of projects zenye president sasa anajiassociate nazo juu hakuna kitu kingine anaweza fanya? Derek, let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
We are having a public debt yenye inatusumbua, to be honest.
Yeah.
President should be focusing on that. We are having as a country we are in a place where the economy is not favoring anything. President should be focusing much and interacting and having meetings na watu wenye watatusaidia to solve these kind of problems we are having right now. Okay?
Yeah.
We are having the country which is in between the swamp of corruption. The president has not solved even a single step of it. Okay? We are having a country today, Derek. We have no major big project that can happen anywhere. I will give you an example. During Kibaki's time, we had the highway.
Yeah.
Right? Like unaangalia na national government, Kibaki did this. During Jubilee time, we had SGR.
Yeah.
Uhuru did this. Okay? Derek, national government and the president.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Wanafungua soko. Derek, wanafungua soko.
Na ni habari ambazo zimeweza kuangaziwa.
Healthcare yenye inasumbua up and down.
Like when I see the president traveling, I'm not saying that I'm trying to criticize what he's doing, because it is.
Do you know how many people
when the president travels to schools, we see pledging to give kwa mfano anasema kwamba shule hii amekuwa huko Mlima Kenya akasema kwamba kuna university ambayo itakuwa inajengwa kule. I think that is good. That is a good idea. You that's for the president. Then at the same time akituambia kwamba kuna barabara ambayo itatoka maeneo fulani ifike maeneo fulani. Does it mean that viongozi ambao katika kaunti hiyo haoni kama hiyo barabara inapaswa kuweza kufunguliwa ama kutumika?
It is a question I was asking.
Yeah.
The lines between the county government, the MPs and the national government.
Yeah.
We are still having conflicts in between.
Yeah.
Because today, if an MP decides to tarmac a certain road, governor says hii ni iko under county.
Yeah, under county.
Mbona unafanya kazi ya governor?
Yeah.
Now, national government na MP na county.
Yeah.
Okay, wamegawana aje hizi vitu? Ni nini ndio imesimamiwa na county? Ni barabara gani ndio inafaa kutengenezwa na MP?
Yeah.
Ni barabara gani ndio ni ya national government? Ni mradi gani ambao ni wa governor? Because we are still having
I think those are the issues that we have
ndio unapata.
Yeah.
In between kuna mtu tu yeye ametulia aongeangi. Na yet be governor or MP or the national government. Aongeangi sana sababu si nyinyi mnapigania huko. Basi ungangani utengeneze hiyo
I think these are the issues that we as the public have to understand.
Yeah.
Tunapochagua kiongozi tunajua MC anaenda kufanya
hii na hii.
Tukichagua governor anaenda kufanya hii na hii. Tukichagua women representative anaenda kufanya hii na hii. Tukichagua yule ambaye ni mbunge an MP tujue kazi yake ni gani, na pia kazi ya rais tujue rais anafanya kazi gani, kwa sababu when we hear about kumbuka wakati wa serikali ya Jubilee we had that idea of kusambaza umeme kwa kila nyumba. At the same time we have some leaders who are still using that phrase to campaign. Anasema tutahakikisha kwamba familia fulani wanapata nguvu za umeme, wanapata stima kwa nyumba zao. We have to make sure that the people understand what is happening.
The people understand what the national government MP na MC wako anafaa kufanya nini. Governor wako anafaa kufanyia nini. Because when we sometimes I find it hard to understand who is to blame where and how to blame him or her. Sababu we might blame the MP. Na kumbe hii kazi si ya MP na kwanga governor. We blame governor. Kumbe hii kazi si ya governor ni ya national government. Okay? And then we have a conflict, and I think we need a civil education. We need civil education to do that.
Okay, see our guest was already in the house, but before that kumbuka we have like 3 minutes kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba tunamwandaa mgeni wetu tuweze kuingia naye katika awamu yetu ya pili. We have Dr. Margaret Lisalia tuko naye katika awamu yetu ya pili. Tuko naye wiki jana na tukaweza kuachia mazungumzo njiani na ni bora zaidi ameweza kurejea tena, tutakuwa tunatamatisha. Leo hii tutakuwa tunaangazia mada kuhusiana na the role of women in the marketplace.
The role of women in the marketplace.
Tunaona pia sio kama pale mwanzoni ama awali. Jamii imeanza kuembrace the leadership
of women and I was speaking to my uncle one time and my uncle used to gives me a lot of advice, and he told me the day most men will realize that your woman is not your competitor. Is your team player. You will become rich. The moment men will realize that they need to sit down and listen to their wives, they will become rich. They will become rich. And I can tell you this because my uncle is very rich. I was very rich. Na ukimpata mahali wamekaa na bibi yake na anapea bibi yake ruhusa, basi niambie ulikuwa unaonelea. And it's again very confusing again because now hawa na wao tunawapa hii nafasi then wanaamua tutoshane. Okay, it is somehow
those are the questions ambazo tutakuwa unauliza pale kando akijaribu kutuangazia. But now before we leave, before I allow you to leave, tell us something on the Standard newspaper.
The Standard
mbili ambazo tunaweza kusaidia.
On the Standard, the headline is flying coffins.
Yes, flying coffins.
You remember our general Gola. Gola, the nini ilifanywa uchunguzi, the so-called uchunguzi ilifanywa. The incompetence of the crew. The engine will fail and it cost us the man Ogola.
Tutasoma tu highlights tu.
We have Kashagwa. Na kulinganisha na yeye basi yeye amejifungia mahali sababu kuna mtu anataka akufe.
Kuna mtu anataka
Rijiji akufe. Rijiji anasema someone wants me dead. Kuna mtu anataka, sijui kwa nini anataka akufe. But in latter list with the Stalin allegation against top security officers, former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua has claimed his life is in danger. We hope that government will be responsible enough to protect our
I have a feedback on that story na nitakuwa nakusomea hapa kwenye gazeti la Daily Nation. We are looking at the highlights. Kumbuka some of these stories tumeweza kuziangazia na tukaweza kutoa maoni yetu, lakini pia kumbuka kila mmoja ana hisia zake. Now on the front page of the Daily Nation you have the story on page number 2. Wamatangi arrested in 1.7 billion shillings graft probe, million seized in his home raid. Habari hizi tuliangazia pale mwanzoni. That story is on page number 2. Now on page number 4, President, no one can stop me in 2027 according to the President William Ruto.
I have a big question on that.
Hakuna mtu,
no one will stop you.
Hakuna.
Even the voters will not stop the president.
Hakuna na hata kuwepo.
No one. Tumenakiri hiyo.
This story is on page number 4. No one can stop me in 2027. Opposition leaders have no alternative development agenda to offer Kenyans just empty rhetoric, say head of state. This story is on page number 4. And on page number 10, this is about our healthcare system. State admits a bump in SHA rollout. Public health PS, this is the principal secretary, Mary Muthoni, assures Kenyans that the government is streamlining the social health authority as part of efforts to achieve universal health coverage. That is an answer to the question that you are raising.
It has taken long.
Anasema wameagree. How long are we supposed now the government is agreeing with the people. Kumekuwepo na matatizo, but they are working towards to find a solution. Yeah, to find a solution to this tragedy. Now, on the back page of the Daily Nation, we have the story about education and House Team rejects the TSC a list of 25,000 promoted teachers. House Team has rejected a total number of 25,000 of promoted teachers. Wanasema kwamba kulikuwepo na mambo kuhusiana na mapendeleo, na tunaeleza kwa undani kwamba MPs have rejected the Teacher Service Commission's promotion list of 25,252 teachers, calling it unfair, biased, scandalous, and a fraud. The National Assembly Education Committee is in a tense meeting with the TSC yesterday, demanded more documents that the commission considered while undertaking the promotions. Now the question is, walipewa barua za uajiri wa walimu hawa wabunge kulingana na habari ambazo tulikuwa nazo. Tena wao wenyewe wanasema kwamba it was a scandalous. Do you think labda kuna wale ambao walitarajia kwamba watu wao watakuwa wanaajiriwa lakini ikagonga mwamba?
The big question is, why were they even involved?
Why were they involved?
Yeah, that's the big question. Because Derek, is like we are having a problem in church.
Yeah.
And then, sorry to say, a Muslims comes to solve the problems in church. We are having a problem. Derek, mbona barua za walimu na whatever ziko kwa mikono ya wabunge? Si maendeleo, hiyo si maendeleo. Derek, hiyo si barabara. Derek, it's not a bill.
Okay, fine. Because of time, tunasoma tu. We are just raising questions, and then lastly, this is now the answer, or rather, a response to what you are talking about. Gachagwa's death threat.
Someone wants me dead.
Now, according to this article on page number 6 of the Daily Nation, death threats, assassination. Tell us about your meetings. Kanja answers Gachagua. Tell us about your meetings. What are your meetings all about?
Now I cannot have a meeting. Kama kaja ajui, si ndio?
And
I
now
have to explain meeting. There is so because I'm having a meeting, David, then I qualify a death threat, because I'm having a meeting.
And you know the reason why Gachagua is claiming that his life is in danger? We are being told that his security was withdrawn and events marred by violence. Baada tu ya walinzi wake kuweza kuondolewa kulingana na Gachagua, akaweza kushambuliwa kwa mikutano, na tuweza kushuhudia hilo pale Nairobi.
Tumeshuhudia
maeneo ya Mwiki pale akiwa kanisani pale
vijana. Ndio maana nikisema aje Derek. I hope the government will be responsible enough to protect each and every citizen. Because regardless of the political stand, Rigathi Gachagua is a citizen of Kenya. And he has a right to live in Kenya. Well protected.
And remember also, hata hapa Katrina sasa hivi ukitishiwa maisha hapa saa hii, una uhuru wa kuweza kupiga ripoti kwa kituo cha polisi.
Then sitakuja Derry kupiga ripoti kwa kituo cha polisi. I'm being threatened. Then unaniambia wewe kwanza hebu niambie mkutano wako inahusu nini? To be honest, I cannot have a meeting. No, I cannot have a meeting. I cannot even discuss with my family something before niambiane. Na nikili have that discussion, then I qualify to be threatened. That's not hard.
And remember, Gachagua has been heard on a national television speaking about issues concerning matters about security.
The matters about
when he talks about the relationship between Kenya and Sudan, the RSF, when he talks about the relationship between Kenya and DRC, scandals about gold mining.
And zinakuja kuoshewa nini. But again,
raises questions.
They raise question. And it is wacha nakwambie. Derek, it will be so very bad.
Yeah.
If today I have my stand in politics, and just because of my stand, I stand to be threatened, it is not okay.
It is not okay.
It is not okay.
Now, because of time, I'm being informed now the time is up. Tukaribishe mgeni wetu wa siku ya leo. Tuchukue tu kipindi kifupi cha mapumziko kuweza kumwandaa mgeni wetu wa siku ya leo. Lakini kabla sijaruhusu Bwana Katrina kuweza kuondoka, ningependa aweze kutunenea tu jambo la mwisho kwa mtazamaji wa own views or rather personal views.
Let me tell you, my friend.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's not my own view. Wacha nikwambie.
Yeah.
Ndugu yangu, fans are fans.
Yeah.
And I recognize my fans and I say thank you. Each and every time I come and sit here and realize that you are watching.
Yeah.
I am happy because I see you know, it's very bad, Derek, kukaa hapa na usikizwe.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
It's very bad.
It is very, 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 very bad.
Yeah.
Na nilikuwa nauliza kama naweza soma salamu 2-3 pale kwa mtandao before niende, sababu nao
hizi salamu ndio nitazisoma.
Acha nikwambie.
Niruhusu nikusomee hizi salamu ama nisome tu jumbe moja.
Haya wewe, twende basi. Twende kazi. Twende kazi
maana. Betty Maina mamake Bianca anasema tuned in. Good morning Derek. Good morning to Betty.
Yeah.
Catalina, it's good to see you.
Of course,
it's good to see you.
It is good to see.
Have a blessed day ahead, good people. My question is, ama nisiulize?
Just ask, go ahead and ask. Go ahead and ask.
Hapana, ile nitauliza baadaye, lakini it's okay. Thank you so much Betty Maina mamake Bianca. Amekuwa shabiki. Yeah, now you can continue with what you are saying.
It is good. It is good how you wanted just to leave Betty Maina mamake Bianca. We have Penina Nganga, this is director Nakuru College.
Yeah.
Anasema good morning watu wa Mungu, nyinyi mmeamka salama. Na sisi tunakuambia tumeamka salama.
Yeah.
Wasalimia wote huko, salimia Madam Lucy Ben.
Yeah.
Sababu naye najua anatusikia. Joy Eri.
Yeah.
Anauza good morning cartographer. Literally ameniona peke yangu.
Amekutag.
Yeah, no,
lakini me I have a
conflict. Yeah. But it is okay. It is okay for me to be seen alone, then it is okay. It means that I am light skinned. It means that I am light skinned and being seeing well.
Are you an African man?
No, I am an African man. I am an African man because an African man vitu fulani anafanyanga na ndio naenda kufanya saa hii na bwana nisalimie mafansi wangu.
Yeah.
Wenye siwezi toka kama sijawasalimia, na kidogo kama sijawasalimia basi nitakuwa
and of course you have Maximiliano anasema mimi tu ndo nimekosa hapa, otherwise kazi safi sana, thank you so much, show iko juu sana na wa watch nikiwa Nyeri. Ako
Nyeri bana, ako Nyeri, msalimia sana Derek. Nikimalizia niseme hivi,
yes,
na nataka kusalimia sasa, tuachane na mamake Bianca. Mamake Bianca si tushamsalimia,
sasa unarudia tena na
tusalimie,
it seems like you know her very well.
Tusalimie Bianca.
Unajua
tusalimie Bianca.
Unajua nilikuwa nakufuatilia pale mtandaoni nikapata ulikuwa umepost.
Wewe kwenda
akasema
acha mambo bana. Sawa. Acha mambo. Haya nipitie kwa haraka. Kwa haraka nipitie nisalimie Bianca mwenyewe. Na niko sasa na a friend of mine mwenye ako UK.
Yeah.
Niko na international friend.
You have an international.
Niko na international friend. Ukiniona hapa kidogo na pesa usianze kusema Catalina sijui nini. Niko na a friend ako side za UK. He is my good friend and a family to me, anaitwa Rosalia.
Yeah.
Rosalia ni our aunt, ni auntie ya Bianca. And aliniambia nikitaka kumsalimia leo basi they will disown me as a family.
Yeah.
And it is bad. I have
Catalina, your time is up.
No, don't tell me my time is up. Sijapeana usemi wa siku. Usemi wa siku sijaupeana.
Your time is up.
I have a business lady.
I'm being told you have to leave.
Tell them I'm not leaving. Tell them to go off air. Kama sijasalimia hao watu sitoki. Nisalimia Dominic Marsh na ananikumbusha by the way. Dominic Marsh ni wa Manchester United kama wewe. Na bila shaka sijamuona from weekend and I know it's because ako na pigo kubwa na ninamhurumia sana sababu haya mambo yataendelea.
Haya blessing Dominic or blessing.
And it is good. Derek, niseme hivi. My friend one day told me, don't run because of someone who cannot make a step for you. Marafiki ambao unaweka today, if the kind of friends you have hawawezi wakakimbia wakafanya anything to you, then pia na wewe jilinde sana. Usiwafanyie pia makubwa na wasifanye. Na bila shaka naona Joan mwenyewe Madenge amesimama pale.
Yeah.
Aitwa Joanna Madenge. Na ninajua wasema watu najua mahali umetoka. Kuna mtu hapa amesema good morning cartographer. Hapo tunaweza kuwa na shida na tunashukuru.
Na wakati umefika. Thank you so much Katrina. It has been good having you. I enjoy your vibe. I enjoy how you utter your statements. And you raise good questions. Na ni vyema kwa wale ambao wanasikiza. Ni vyema kwa wale ambao tunazungumzia. Iwapo kiongozi you have a good will for the people, hakikisha kwamba mnaangazia. Ninapomruhusu Katrina kuondoka, kumbuka ametaja kuhusu Manchester United na nimueleze kwamba leo hii kutakuwepo na mechi kati ya Arsenal na Real Madrid, and all the best for the good team to win. Kesho nitarejea hapa nikisema nani atakuwa ameshindwa na nani atakuwa ameshinda. Kwa sasa niruhusu niweze kuondoka kidogo, niweze kumwandaa mgeni wetu. Tunarejea tu baada ya dakika moja hivi, usiondoke.
Dreams come to life when you own a piece of the future, a place you can proudly call your own. And that dream is now within your reach. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Discover our projects, each offering you the opportunity to invest in your future. PRV Baraka Gardens, just 549,000 shillings. Miti Mingi Baraka Gardens, an incredible value at 349,000 shillings. Gilgil Langalanga Gardens, your dream home for only 349,999 shillings. Subukia Baraka Garden, secure your future for just 150,000 shillings. Sunrise Baraka Gardens at only 699,000 shillings. For more information and to reserve your spot, contact us on 0723 777 555. Visit www.ingeniouslandandproperties.com. Visit our offices in Nairobi at Unicity Mall Rooms 26 along Thika Road, Gilgil office next to Chawaka Supermarket, and Nakuru office CK Patel Building 8th floor Wing A. Ingenious Land and Properties Limited. Secure your future with us. Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth.
Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station, on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
Step into a world of beauty and elegance, where we bring you the latest and trendiest beauty products and equipment that cater to your every need. From luxurious skincare essentials infused with natural African ingredients to a wide array of makeup products that celebrate the diverse beauty of East Africa, we have it all. At East Africa Cosmetics, we understand that beauty comes from within. That's why we also offer a hand-picked selection of holistic wellness products to nourish your body and soul. With our state-of-the-art beauty equipment, you can now bring the salon experience to the comfort of your own home. Discover top-of-the-line hair dryers, beauty tools, and grooming essentials that will leave you looking and feeling your best. Whether you're a makeup enthusiast, a skincare devotee, or a salon professional, East Africa Cosmetics is here to support your beauty journey every step of the way. But wait, there's more. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to assist you in finding the perfect products tailored to your unique style and preferences. So, why wait? Visit us today at Jala Plaza Nakuru, Gusii Road adjacent to Kenyatta Avenue on your way to Tidy's Hotel, or Carnation Building along Mosque Road opposite Showmut Plaza. Call us on 0721 340 643. Visit our social media platforms, East Africa Cosmetics. And let East Africa Cosmetics be your trusted partner in beauty and wellness. East Africa Cosmetics, where East Africa's beauty comes to life.
Are you passionate about media, communication, or learning sign language? Welcome to Mamlaka School of Media and Sign Language, where we transform passion into profession. We offer comprehensive courses in Kenya Sign Language and Interpretation, ideal for anyone looking to bridge communication gap and make a difference in people's lives. Explore the exciting world of journalism and mass communication, or capture breathtaking moments through videography and photography. Our TV and film production courses will set you on the path to success. Master the art of live streaming and become a pro in radio production. We also nurture entrepreneurial minds with our entrepreneurship skills program. And for those eyeing international opportunities, we offer test of English as a foreign language. Enjoy flexible fee payment options tailored to fit your budget. Experience high-quality professional studies that equip you with essential skills. Benefit from attachment placements in reputable media houses, giving you real-world experience. Grow in an environment grounded in Christian values and a commitment to discipline, ensuring a well-rounded education. We are proudly hosted by Mamlaka Television and Chosen Generation Church. Enroll today and step into your future. For more information, call, text or WhatsApp us at 0700 899 899.
Karibu tena mtazamaji katika awamu yetu ya pili. Iwapo basi ndio unaungana nami, my name is Nyongesa Derek and this is Mamlaka Breakfast. Ni kipindi ambacho hukujia kila siku ya wiki kuanzia Jumatatu hadi siku ya Ijumaa. Na hapa katika kipindi hiki tunahakikisha kwamba tunajielimisha kwa wale ambayo tunahisi ya kwamba kidogo hayaendi vyema, tunajaribu kujirekebisha pale. Na pia burudani huwa tunawapa. Tunahakikisha kwamba pia tunapoangazia kuhusu sanaa na pia mambo ambayo yanaweza kuburudisha pia tunayaangazia katika kipindi hiki. Na leo hii tunaangazia nafasi ya mwanamke katika jamii. Na bila shaka kwa lugha ya Kiingereza we are going to see the role of women into society. So tunaweza kuangazia kuhusiana na the marketplace. Hapo ndo tunaanza kuangazia kwa zaidi, kwa sababu tumeweza kuona pia wanawake wameweza kujitokeza na kuonyeshana kwamba pia wao wanaweza kuongoza na wamefanya vyema zaidi. Na tuko na viongozi ambao pia ni wanawake, wamepata nafasi ya kwenda shuleni wakasoma na kuhitimu. Na hii leo basi tuko na Dr. Margaret ambaye tulikuwa naye wiki jana tukiangazia kuhusu wanawake na pia vile vile masuala ya kuhusiana na vile uongozi unapaswa kuwa pale tunapoangazia kuhusu imani na pia spreading the gospel kwa mahali ambapo pia unafanya kazi. Na hii leo basi ameweza kurejea tena katika kipindi chetu. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how have you been?
I am well.
From last week to today.
I have been well, I
yeah.
thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so good morning, viewers.
Mm-hmm.
As Derek has said, my
Yeah.
name is Dr. Margaret
Mm-hmm.
Salia.
Yeah.
I am born again.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the first thing for
Mm-hmm.
me to acknowledge. That
Yeah.
I'm born again.
Mm-hmm.
And I work at JKU Art.
Mm-hmm.
We are at the
Mm-hmm.
Nakuru campus. Nakuru campus is right here
Mm-hmm.
in town,
Yeah.
around Shetma Plaza.
Yeah.
Yes, and we offer many courses. If you would allow me to just say that we
Yeah.
offer many courses,
Mhm.
so we'd advise our viewers
Mhm.
to make a visit there.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
we are the best.
Okay, thank you.
in town.
Today we are having a look at the role of women in the marketplace.
Yes.
Tunaangazia kuhusu entrepreneurship and the historical part of it. And you are here to serve as a witness. You are a woman, na tukilinganisha vile mambo yalivyokuwa pale mwanzoni, hatukuwa tunashuhudia wanadada wanatoa fursa ya kuelekea shuleni pale na kusoma. Tunapolinganisha na pale mwanzoni na sasa hivi, what's your view? Have we taken a step na embracing education for women?
I would say that there has been tremendous progress
Yeah.
in as far as the empowerment of women is concerned.
Yeah.
As much as when you look at maybe I could give it from our societal
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
This was orchestrated by the Women Liberation Movement, which began around 1960 and culminated in 1995.
95, yeah.
Yes, in the Beijing
Yeah.
conference.
Yeah.
Yes, where there was a lot of emphasis on the girl child and a lot of women empowerment and all that.
Yeah.
And we've seen tremendous progress in as far as our society is concerned, and even with regard to embracing women leadership.
Yeah.
Some societies are yet to get it,
Yeah.
but slowly by slowly it is being adopted.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's a tremendous progress.
Wow. And then as we talk about those progress, because we see we still have some challenges, because when a woman tries to rise up, on the other hand we have a man who is there, who is asking himself, or rather he's asking, because this woman is coming up, what am I supposed to do? Does it now become a challenge?
I wouldn't say it's a challenge. And one of the things, as I indicated last week, we always, as Christians, we always get back to the word.
Yeah.
And if we look from the book of Genesis, when God created man, he wanted him to have dominion.
Yeah.
And then in chapter 2, after Adam had named all the animals, the Bible says there was no helpmeet that was found for him.
Yeah.
And God said he's going to create a helpmeet for Adam. But remember, what was Adam's work? To have dominion over the entire creation.
Yeah.
And even in chapter 2, when God had planted the Garden of Eden, he was told to work it out. And then God brings in a woman to help the man. So what was the woman's role? To help the man.
To help the man, yeah.
To dominate and to work out the garden. It was not to take a backstage. So from it is important. There are places where Jesus told the Pharisees that Moses permitted it, but it was not like so from the beginning.
Yeah.
So there are things which the society has picked up, but it was not like so from the beginning. Yes.
And still on the same issue, because when because we have people who bring in that argument like man was given everything, then a woman was brought in to help the man now. Now, is it good for a woman to have more than what a man has?
If I go back then to your previous question, so that we create a background in as far as this matter is concerned. Yes. So with regard to the society and places of leadership and all that, there is no problem with the woman being in charge. Okay? Yes, because that is what we have seen even from the Bible, that both male and female, he created them to have dominion. So it is okay for women to dominate and to excel and all that. But then there comes a context of a home. Okay? There comes a context of a home.
A home.
Yes. And the Bible is very clear that the man is the head of the home. Yes.
So everything is just moving. When we talk about activities outside home, everybody is okay to go beyond their limits.
Not even
but when
that,
it comes
even
at
when
home,
it comes to home, that doesn't mean that the woman cannot have more. The most important thing is the recognition of the man as the head. We have many women that I know who are actually holding very senior positions, earning more money than their husbands, but when it comes to the order in the home, there is no bit of now the man is secondary to the woman because the woman is making more. So it calls for wisdom on the part of us as women. Yes, because if there is anything that has wrecked many homes, is that bit. Yes. Now,
does it now become also a barrier to a woman who wants to go higher? Does it now become a barrier to his way of living?
The barrier will only come in if the man is insecure. That is when the barrier comes in, and that becomes a source of a major conflict in a home. Yes, where the man is feeling insecure, where maybe he feels he's being disrespected, not given their place of honor, and so that they've seen women deciding to go their own way.
Their own way,
yes. And saying they don't want any man to limit them. But we have amazing men in this society. So me, I don't say that all men are dogs. I don't say
that's not. I've heard that narrative.
Yes, and very weird names have been said about men, but men are very important in our society. But then it is also important that they embrace the rising and the coming up of the women, and especially those women within their household. It is important that the men also get to embrace the fact that a woman can rise and rise and rise.
Yeah. And that brings in a question, because tulianza we started with the historical part, because we never saw women coming up. It's just imeanza kuanza ni juzi tu tumeanza kuona wakijitokeza. Why do you think was the problem, or the main cause we didn't see women coming up? Is it because of the society or the culture that people are brought in?
I would say so. It has everything to do with the culture. And I want you to see a difference in some of our cultures in this nation. Maybe you've never paid attention to that. And some societies are patriarchal. In other words, they just look at the man. We have some of our societies here where the women and the children are regarded as one. So if you want to, they have a common name, the women and the children. Now that's a patriarchal society. But you also have some societies which are matriarchal. And I don't know whether I need to go ahead and mention which one, but there is some of our communities, even in Kenya, where the children belong to the woman. To the woman.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that story.
Yes, the children belong to the woman. To the woman. You find the woman moving around with her children. Even if they change marriages, they always carry them.
They go with their children.
That's pointing us to a matriarchal kind of a society. So with regard to, whether the woman is oppressed or not, sometimes it depends on the culture. We have the Indian culture where it is the women who pay dowry.
They pay dowry.
Yes. So you see that. But looking through the history, there is that bit of the women being, certain gender roles being, just associated with the women. The, like cleaning, cooking, just taking care of the home. Yes, that is what was seen as the main role of a woman.
Now, does it now become a challenge to, or rather it hinders a woman to grow? Because I believe everybody wants to grow.
Yes.
And in this case, we are talking about a woman. The people who are, we can call them, they are marginalized. And when we talk about growth and personal growth, because you can be in a family where, yes, you're trying to grow, but when you look at the way the family is set up, you just agree, or rather you decide, like, I don't want to bring problems, or rather create other problems. I just decided to go the way the family wants things to go. Now, does it now become a challenge? What are some of these challenges that maybe arise when we talk about women rising up and being great people in the marketplace?
There are, of course, many challenges that do arise, and the challenges will depend on how the family, the foundation of the family. Yes, I started with saying that there is a need for men to recognize and embrace the fact that women are rising, and that cannot be stopped. So you have to accommodate that fact that Derek, your wife, can rise and rise and become a big person in the society, whereas you're still here in the studio. You know that? That kind of a scenario. So, of course, the other challenges that will arise is on the issues of, like, raising up the children. It calls for a very delicate balance. And also some of the other challenges is when we get to our workplaces, you find you have the woman boss, and you have men who are under you, who are coming from a patriarchal society, who don't believe in women,
women can be
being in charge. Yes, and you find quite some level of sabotage in some of those times. So those are some of the challenges that I experienced with the rising up of the women.
And some would say some of the women leaders, like managers, are very tough. And that makes it one of the challenges, because they feel like When I go to that institution, I find that the manager is a woman, and they have that thing in mind that when women are in power, they tend to be harsh on the other gender.
I wouldn't say so. And I would say that that is usually specific.
Yeah, specific. Yeah,
yeah, we cannot generalize that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when you're saying that women are said to be tough or harsh,
yeah,
I know my students are watching
yeah.
me, and sometimes I'm accused of being very tough.
Yeah.
Yes, no, not tough.
Yeah.
Strict.
Yeah, strict.
Yes, that is what I'm accused of. Yes, and I wouldn't say it's a gender issue, because we have also seen men who are also very
yeah, they are very strict, yeah.
and all that. Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's a gender issue. It is individual. It is specific to certain characters,
yeah.
which would emanate from how does this person take themselves.
Yeah.
Especially one of the main demonstration of low self-esteem is when you feel you really need to, you know, impose on people for them to know you're the leader, you're the one who is in charge. That is usually a demonstration of low self-esteem.
Yeah.
But if you're confident, you're okay, you know you rightfully occupy the position you have, there will be no sense of insecurity.
Yeah.
And you don't need to emphasize and make people know that you're the person who is in charge. You only need to do your work.
And what makes people think like for example, using your example, what makes your student feel like you are so strict?
The reason why they feel I am strict is because I keep to the rules. And rules are rules.
Yeah.
Yes, everywhere we have to keep to the rules.
Yeah.
This is the, so it is not like because I am a woman, I'm sure even if God would have created me a man, I would still be the same way. So I wouldn't say it's because I'm a woman, that is why they think I am strict. Because I also know of other lecturers who are also
strict.
Yes, and some of them who taught me who are very strict, and they were men.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think it's because of being a woman, but I would say it's because of the values and the principles that I hold on to. Rules are rules, they must be obeyed. When you say you're going to do something at a certain time, discipline is very key.
It's very key. Yeah,
very key in life. Yes. So I am an ardent follower of discipline everywhere, even at home.
And sometimes people, when they feel like they disagree with what you are focusing on, because they feel like that role is trying to go against his expectation, because that's why they may feel like you are very strict. Now, because we are talking about those challenges that women might experience, rather encounter at their workplaces, what would you expect a company or any other institution to do more in terms of supporting or rather giving a supportive environment to allow women to thrive?
Some of the things that we have seen, I would say socially responsible companies do. Of course, some of these things now are earned. They became rights for women, things like maternity leave and all that. Yeah, but you've seen other companies going far and beyond that, such as like creating like baby rooms within the company's you know, the premises, in such a way that even a woman who has a young child, they can come with them, like sort of a daycare service within the premises.
The premises,
yes. That in itself gives the woman a peace of mind, because one of the things that will always distract a woman is especially when they have young children back at home and they will have to leave them with somebody else. But if the children are within their vicinity in such a way that you can step out, go check on the child, if they are doing okay, continue with your work. We've seen some companies, even right here in Kenya, are taking those kind of steps. So that is a very good step with regard to the empowerment of women. And the society, not to be too harsh, I've seen like in our county here, people in uproar that the governor is on maternity.
Yeah, he's on maternity. Yeah, more than 3 months.
I mean, even if she's a governor, she's entitled to that. So it is important that everywhere, the companies that you work in, and we've seen very good bosses who will allow you time. For example, you have a young child who told you don't have to report at 8, you can report at 9, because eventually there are people who will report to work at 8, but their productivity by the end of the day was very poor. Yet, if you give a little accommodation in terms of reporting a little late, you'll find that person was actually even more productive within a short time that they were at work. So the main focus should be on the productivity, not on the longevity of time that somebody is at work. Yes.
So we have to focus on how to educate the society.
Yes.
Or rather any other organization or institution.
Yes.
How is it going to help us end this narrative of we have women who have been misused, or rather we can say wamedhulumiwa pale kwa sababu walijaribu kuinuka waweze kutoa sauti zao na kidogo wakazimwa. How is it going to help?
Of course, that is going to, and we've seen that coming down. You know, what you just said about women being brought down just because they try to rise up. We've seen the number of women even in our parliament increasing, the number of women governors increasing. So there has been tremendous progress. And you see, it stems back, first of all, even from the women themselves understanding that they can rise and become. You know, like one of the things that has led to the, you know, the killings that have gone on of young ladies. I hope you've noted that has been the femicide incidences that have been there is when a woman feels like, you know, they want to be taken care of. But that's where I began from.
Like people, when something happened, you will hear, now again it's about women. Everything that happened, everything goes back to the woman.
Yeah, but let's look. The woman needs to understand her place in the society. Like, a woman does not need to beg a man for them, you know, to be taken care of, to be bought gifts, for them to feel nice about themselves. So what is leading them to these traps is that feeling of a woman can only be taken care of. Why can't a woman rise? Why can't she work with her own hands, buy herself whatever she wants? So that is for me, that's the kind of a message I would want to pass around. That as a woman, you can work with your own hands. You don't have to sit back and wait for the man to pamper you and bring you gifts. Like those are not things that by day I expect person, and even at home, as much as I am married to a man of God. The gifts and all those kind of things. When I want something, I buy it for myself. He will surprise me here and there, but if I really need something, I don't have to demand it from him. I can buy it for myself. And that is the attitude that we as women are supposed to embrace, not to look up to the men, you know, and become like slaves, sort of. We were not called to be slaves.
And that brings in the issue that we were talking about with my colleague who was telling me, women sometimes they come crying like they feel like wameweza kunyimwa haki zao ama wameweza kutelekezwa. Then he was telling me, ni nani ambaye amewafinyilia? Hakuna mtu ambaye amewafinyilia. Kama watainuka wainuke. Kuna yule ambaye yuko tu hataki kufanya kazi kwa sababu anajua jamii inasema hii. Kwa mtu kama huyu, she's a problem to herself.
That is true. It is true, because right now, honestly, in the society we are living in right now, the levels of empowerment of women have been on the high. And so that bit of anybody sitting back and, you know, like oishing, it's just because I'm a woman, it's just because I'm a woman, that is why they're looking down upon me. Those days are long gone. They are gone. they are not with us, especially here in this our nation, Kenya. They could be there in some other countries in Africa, but not in Kenya. Yes, but of course I know there are still some societies which are yet to make progress. We have some of our communities, but marginalized communities, not majority of the, like at least over 85% of our communities today in Kenya do have come to terms with the fact that the women are empowered, the women are supposed to go to school, women can rise, women can become even presidents. Yes.
Very true.
Yes.
And of course, when we talk about women becoming president, it can happen. And remember, during the campaigns, we had women who are vying as a deputy president. Now, we want to have a look at the now work and balance, because we all know women are born managers. Wanaangalia sana vile mambo yanapaswa kuweza kufanya. Then at the same time, because when we talk about having a family, children comes in. And you find that now a woman has to take care of her own kids, and now we have to look at it. How are we going to balance how she works and taking care of the family? Tukirudi tutakuwa tunaangazia hiyo. Kwa sasa mtazamaji, ningependa tuweze kuangazia our third advertisement, that is done with properties. For those people who want to buy a piece of land, you can buy a piece of land in Taita, Eastgate here in Nakuru County, via rather using Danwood Properties Company. For more information, let's have a look at Danwood Properties advertisement.
Owning land is the key to building generational wealth, and Danwood Properties is here to make it happen. Our reputation is built on transparency, integrity, reliability, and a commitment to your future. Following the successful sale of Motaita Gardens Phase 1 to 4, we introduce to you Motaita Gardens Phase 5, around 30 minutes drive from Nakuru CBD. We are offering 50 by 100 plots at just 450,000 Kenya shillings cash offer. Eastgate Estate or Greenstead, just 15 minutes from Nakuru CBD. We are connected by tarmac roads to ensure smooth access to Nakuru CBD and beyond. We are surrounded by top schools, hospitals and shopping centers, making it a prime location for families and investors. It gets even better. Start with just a 20% deposit and clear the balance in 6 months. Own land stress-free with a plan that works for you. And here's the best part. We offer free site visits every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Invest with the best and secure your future today. Call us on 0757 111 333 or visit our website at www.danwoodpropertieslimited.co.ke or visit our offices at Wilma House, first floor, room number 113 along Kenyatta Avenue next to Family Bank, Nakuru. Danwood Properties, future investment today.
Karibu tena mtazamaji. Hiyo imekuwa ni kanda ya Danwood Properties. Wanapatikana katika kaunti ya Nakuru, hasa ukiwa katikati mwa jiji kuu la Nakuru. Wanapatikana pale Wilma House, Kenyatta Avenue, orofa ya kwanza. Wilma House first floor. Unaweza kufika pale na ukaweza kupata maelezo zaidi. Leo hii unaweza hakikisha kwamba unanunua kipande cha ardhi katika maeneo ya Motaita, jinsi wanavyotaja jina hilo, lakini nilifuatilia maeneo hayo huitwa Elementaita, lakini kwa lugha ya wakazi wa maeneo hayo wanaita Motaita. Unaweza kununua kipande cha ardhi maeneo hayo, na pia maeneo ya Eastgate unaweza kununua kipande cha ardhi, na kwa mengi zaidi basi unaweza kuwasiliana nao kupitia mitandao zao za kijamii, Danwood Properties on Facebook and on TikTok. Na pia kwa mengi zaidi pia mwelekezi wetu atakuwa anatuwekea nambari zao kwa wale ambao wangependa kuwasiliana nao. That's all about Danwood Properties. Na wanatueleza kwamba you can invest, or rather you can invest your future today with Danwood Properties. Now we are continuing with our topic of the day. We are talking about a role of women in the marketplace, and you have Dr. Margaret, who is a lecturer, JKUAT. We have her today na tunaendelea kuangazia, we have handled the challenges that women face in the marketplace, and now we have to see how we can create that balance. And remember, I told you before we head into our short break, unapata kwamba naturally women were born managers, meaning like they are able to manage how things operate there at home, even when those who are employed at workplace, they make sure that everything goes well. Now, how do we balance between, because you have a family, women have they have a family, children, of course they are there. Now when it comes to looking or rather taking care of the children. Na kuna wale wanasema kwamba mtoto ambaye amelelewa na mama ama na mzazi ni tofauti na yule mtoto ambaye amelelewa na yule house manager. How now are we going to balance that? Creating or rather having a stable family and balancing the way or rather the course of work.
Wow. I forgot to say at the very beginning the fact that I am married. Yes, and I have 2 daughters. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, and so I qualify to respond to that question.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and one of the things that I have seen work out, so there are those who have, there are women who actually opted to take a break from work when it came to the time for their childbearing.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the children, because the children go to school by the time they are 3 years, at least a child can go to a play group by the time they are 3 years. So that's usually a short time kind of a break, but I know that is not applicable to everybody. Yes, not many people can afford to take that kind of a break. So others have had accommodative work schedules which allow them, you know, sometimes like you find there are people who can be able to get like elongated leave periods. You know, like some people who have tried to combine a study leave alongside with a maternity and all that, so you end up achieving a number of things during the so-called study leave. Those are some of the things that women do to ensure that they cope on the both. But still, there are those who have had to hire somebody to look after their children. And this is fast becoming our reality. And but soon and very soon, this may not work very well. Because actually in the developed world, like America, like UK, like Finland, it's very expensive to hire a nanny to look after your child. So you find what the people do is to work in an alternating manner where a man will take a shift, like where they can be able to be available when the woman is away, you know, like they alternate. This one is at work when this other one is not at work. So those are some of the things that the developed world has come up with. But now in our society here in Kenya, I don't think we have the options of saying I'm taking a night shift. Even like, for example, where I work, there are no night shifts. In many places, it's always 8 to 5 kind of work where we are right now. So you think that they've had to engage a nanny. But look at the time. You know, the point which many of us miss is that the time that is available for us to be with our children is a lot more than the children are with the nanny, because you're at work for 8 hours. See that? So if you got home immediately after work and spend time with the children, get to know how their day was, be the one to attend to them if they are small ones, if they need to be bathed, if they need to be fed. And sometimes women want to just take a back seat and say, I've been working the whole day. When I go home, I want to relax.
I want to relax,
Let the nanny continue with the work. After all, that is what they are paid to do. But then you're losing the point. You're losing the point because this is your child. There's supposed to be a very strong connection between you and the child.
And the children.
So grace is normally available for women to work harder. Because now you come from work, you've been at work, maybe you've had a boss who was on your case. But the moment you get home, you enter into a new zone. You forget about what work was all about. You get into the home and embrace. What I'll encourage my fellow women is to embrace that bit of working and being there for the children. After all, they're only small for a very short period of time. They grow very fast.
Wow.
Yes.
And still on balancing work and life, because you have seen many women who have become entrepreneurs. And we feel like maybe we have some job, some families feel like when a woman does this kind of job, maybe she will end up losing the family, or rather, we have who will lose even their marriage, because you find out, because we have talked about shift. You find out that a man works during the day, or rather a woman works during the day, then a man works during the night. Now it becomes a challenge. Do we have any alternative, like we say a woman has to do this kind of job and she cannot do this job? Or even itself it becomes a limitation?
In our society where we are now, we cannot say that this is the work for men, this is the work for women. I know a few years ago that distinction was there. Like you didn't find women riding motorbikes. Today we have riders who are women. I don't know whether you've come across. I've come across one. We have women who are mechanics. We have women who are plumbers and all that. These were domains that were specifically left for the men. But right now there is no distinction in as far as the embracing of these roles are concerned. I've seen a woman as a truck driver. By there I've seen one driving a truck headed to Central African Republic, and it's coming from Mombasa. So of course, there's that bit when you go like, wow, this one is daring and I like it. Okay, I was shocked, but in a nice way, in a pleasant way, that a woman can, decide to step out to this level. So a woman can be, and we've seen many women who are entrepreneurs. In fact, the entrepreneurs are way better placed, I would say, that in comparison to those who are employed, because an entrepreneur is their own boss. So it's a question of how they manage and their priorities. So as a woman, then it would be expected that as an entrepreneur, you always create time, because you're the person in charge, in full control over your time, to create time for your family and ensure that you're there for them. Yes. Wow, that's a good response towards that. Now let's have a look at now the diversity and representation. Do you feel like women are well represented in the society? I would say that there has been tremendous progress. Yes, there has been tremendous progress in the same. I am not so sure whether I would advocate for, like, the way now there was to achieve the two-third gender role. Yes, especially in parliament, like we nominate more women and all that. I'm not so sure whether I'd advocate for that, because that just increases our tax burden. Yes, what I would encourage my fellow women, for those who feel called into the world of politics, show up. And I want to also encourage us to support our very own, because sometimes it is said that women are their own enemies. You find that the women will not vote for their fellow women. Yes, so I would say, but the question still falls back to the place of, do you just want to be voted for because you're a woman, or you want to be voted for because you have a vision that you're selling to the people, and the people have bought into your vision? That is the most important and the critical thing. You just don't push an idea or an agenda just because you're a woman. This woman then must have a vision and sell it to the people for them to be able to embrace it. Then they will vote for you, not on the basis of you're a woman, but because you have a vision. Yes, it's the vision that they will be voting for. Yes.
And of course we have somebody somewhere who's just sitting anatuambia how wanawake tukiwapatia nafasi they grow, waweze kufika mpaka ile kiwango wamekuwa mashuhuri. Wengine wataanza kutukalia that narrative. Unapata kwamba we have people who they will always think like that. Now, how would you want the future to look like?
There's usually we always find our balance in the world, because the two extremes exist. where there has been an overemphasis.
Yeah.
In fact, there is something that they call radical feminism. Radical feminism is where now there is, that is where the genesis of legalized abortion came in. A lot of the single parenting kind of movement came about. I've seen people posting on Father's Day where
they are calling women as fathers.
Yes.
Those are women who are acting as fathers and,
yes, and mothers. Yes. So we always find, and that is why for me there is no discussion I'm able to have without getting back into the word, because we find our bearing in the word. Yes. What I would say is that it is very important for any woman there who has a child to have their children connected to their fathers.
Wow.
Very important.
Very important. It's very important.
Very important. Very important. So if you're there and you have withheld the identity of the father of your child from them, or you've not wanted them to have any connection, it is always important that the children have a father figure. I know we in a society where now our maiden names have been accepted as surnames for our children. You see that? But this child was born by a man. By a man. It is important that they get to have that bit of connection. Yes. And then, of course, if in the case where a father has passed on, it is very different. Because the Bible says that God is the father of the fatherless. He's the husband of the widows. So there is that bit where God comes in, but there is always the importance of having a father figure in someone's life. That can never be downplayed. It can never be overlooked. That a father figure is very important and critical. And I am a woman. I'm the one who is saying this.
And now that brings in this question about, because you have talked about, you have seen women coming up, they are rising, they have a say in the society. Who do you think is behind all the success that we're having, all the little success that we have? Who is behind the growth of women in our society?
Who is behind? You want to tell me it's a man?
No, I'm just asking. It can be a woman. We have also to impress them.
Of course, we saw the genesis of this movement with regard to the women empowerment. So there are women who stepped out.
They stepped out for themselves.
They stepped out for themselves. They actually did what non-violent kind of protests all over the world, which I said culminated with the Beijing conference and all that. So there has been, of course, I think at the Beijing conference there are about 189 states that signed in. So they had that now entrenched within their constitution. So with that, in itself became, a driving force in as far as the empowerment of women is concerned. That is why things like the female genital mutilation is a crime. And it is punishable in our law as a nation. You see that? So there is many parties have played their role in as far as the empowerment of women is concerned. Yes.
Wow, thank you. Now, as we wind up, this is the last question, because we feel because we want to create that balance. As we allow people to grow, we have to create that balance too. What do you think women should do in order to create that balance, like when they become leaders? They know this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is not what I'm not supposed to do. Like, should they be included in decision making, or are there any other activities to make sure that we have that balance?
So whatever is going to create a balance is the recognition of what I mentioned last week, purpose. Purpose, Yes. Purpose is what brings in the balance. So that I'll not be looking out to just occupy a position for the purpose of just occupying the position, just for the sake of occupying the position so that I can feel good. that I was a governor, I was a vice chancellor, I was
the first woman to become a governor.
Yes, you know, no, not for the sake of that, but for the sake of purpose. So something that has been, that is deeply entrenched inside you, that you want to live out, and purpose has to be connected with humanity.
Yeah.
It's not about how much properties you have and all that, though of course the financial empowerment is very key in as far as fulfillment of purpose is concerned, but purpose has connection with humanity. So what is it that I want to impact the humanity with? Then that in itself will become my drive every day. This is what I'm working towards. This is what I'm working towards. Yes, and I keep moving on, and I'll be able to ignore any other voices that are trying to discourage me. Even if you have maybe subordinates who do not honor you, you keep looking at the purpose. Paul said that one of the things I keep doing is forgetting what is behind me, but pressing on to the mark of the high calling. So the pressing on a daily basis as a woman, when you rise up, it's not just your purpose as a woman, but actually your purpose as a child of God.
As a child of God,
yes.
Wow.
As somebody who was created by God, that becomes a balance.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Maybe your last opinion or your last thoughts as we wind up. You can say hi, use this time to say hi to family and friends too.
All right. Thank you, Derek, for this opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate my husband, Pastor Dixon Isalia, for his continued support.
Yes.
The way he has never been intimidated by my rising up.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good. Good to hear.
I know of one cheerleader that I have. He's my husband.
How does it feel? Having someone who is allowing you to grow.
It actually feels very good. Because he likes calling me Prof. Actually, Prof, where are you, Prof? You know, like that. So, as a woman, that is very, very encouraging. He's actually telling me you need to move on to the next level.
To the next level.
Yes, we need to change the title. So I'm really appreciative of him. And of course, my children, Shekina and Damuna, I know they are watching me right now. So I say hello to them. The entire community of Desire of All Nations, I know they are following through. And the JQuat family, the JQuat fraternity from right here, JQuat Nakuru campus, my director, Dr. Daniel Wanyeke, and the members of staff there, our lecturers, our students, not just in Nakuru, but I know across the nation they're watching us, because we have students from all over the country, and even some of them are actually outside the country. So my greetings to all of them. Yes, and of course my friends who are also following through. Asante sana, God bless you. And one of the things that Derek, what makes me want to come here is the fact that this is a Christian nation. So I'll not, a Christian station, so I'll not be restricted in as far as the sharing of my faith is concerned, because that's what I live for every day. And I always want to take an opportunity every time God has given me the opportunity to ask anybody who has not yet received Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior to always do so. And I invite you, if you have not yet received Jesus Christ, one of the questions I like to ask, if you are to die at this very moment, how sure are you of where you spend your eternity? And if you do not know for sure that you'll spend your eternity with Christ, I invite you to say this prayer after me. Yes, so say, Lord Jesus, I come to you. I acknowledge that I am a sinner, and I thank you that you died for me. Thank you because you are buried for me, and thank you because you are resurrected for me. And I invite you this day to come into my heart, to be my Lord and my Savior. Fill me with your Holy Spirit and give me a holy boldness to proclaim the word. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen.
God bless you.
Yeah.
If you said that prayer, you are born again.
Amen.
Asante.
Asante, nimeshukuru sana.
Yes.
Mimi nitasema kwamba it's just a big shout out to all the men who are giving a room for their women to grow. Kwa wale ambao wako katika mahusiano, wale ambao wako katika ndoa. Women ambao wanapatiana mazingira mazuri ya wake zao kuweza kukua, tunawashukuru sana. Na pia the society at large, we have to make sure that we give a favorable or rather a suitable environment for everybody to grow. Hilo ndio swala ambalo tunazungumzia, kwa sababu kando na katiba ambayo tuko nayo, lazima pia sisi wenyewe tujiangalie. Tukisema kila kitu iko kwa katiba, basi unapata kwamba mengine pia tutafanya kwamba tutahisi kwamba tunalazimishwa. Let it just be a norm. We allow everybody to grow, na kwa wale pia ambao ni vijana wadogo wakuwa wakijua kwamba kila mmoja katika jamii yuko na nafasi yake, na nafasi ambayo uko nayo lazima uweze kuitumia kuweza kukua. Asanteni sana, and thank you so much Dr. Margaret for coming. Nimeshukuru sana. It has been nice to have you having that discussion. People have been impacted from your utterances. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Na mkufikia hapo mtazamaji, nasema asanteni sana hadi siku ya kesho panapo majaliwa. Hapa katika kipindi chetu tutakuwa tunapatana tena. Lakini nikueleze kwamba leo hii kabla sijaondoka, ninafahamisha kwamba our Reverend Patricia Benson leo hii ni siku yake ya kuzaliwa. Anasherehekea siku yake ya kuzaliwa. Happy birthday to you Reverend Patricia Benson. She is my boss too, na tunakusherehekea. You have been a good person, you have been a good boss. May the Lord continue to bless you abundantly, na pamoja na familia, pamoja na watoto, tunawatakia maisha mema marefu. Mimi pamoja na Mamlaka Media tunasema happy birthday to you. Kwa heri, tuonane siku ya kesho panapo majaliwa.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana, mtazamaji wangu. Ningetaka kukushukuru kwa sababu ya kutufuatilia. Mimi naitwa Bishop Ben Ng'ang'a kutoka Chosen Generation Church. Na tumekuwa tuna project ya kununua hema kutoka nchi ya South Africa, kule kunaitwa Durban. Na kwa majaliwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu tumeweza kununua hema hiyo. Lakini tunataka kuisafirisha sasa kutoka South Africa ije hapa Kenya, na kuna taxes, kuna usafiri ambao tunahitaji quite a lot of money kufikisha hema ya kuwa inafanya crusade hapa Kenya. Na kwa hivyo Mungu akaweka kwa moyo wako usimame nasi tunaposafirisha hii hema kutoka South Africa ije mpaka hapa Kenya. We need roughly about 1 million ya kufikisha hiyo hema hapa. Na nitashukuru sana wewe ambaye ni mtazamaji ambao una support kazi ya Mungu na unaamini kusimama na kazi ya Mungu. Na tutakupatia paybill ambao unaweza tumia, itaingia katika church account ya project ya hema. Na tunashukuru Mungu, hiyo hema ilikuwa inauzwa pesa mingi, about 6 million, na Mungu alitusaidia tukapata hizo pesa. Sasa tunataka isafiri itoke South Africa ije mpaka hapa Kenya, ili tuanze kufanya conferences na kuwin souls Kenya mzima. Kwa hivyo hii namba tunakupa ndio unaweza kuitumia ili ukawe baraka, ukawe partner, ukasupport. Let's bring the tent home. Tulete hema nyumbani. Mungu akubariki sana, na Mungu akuinue unaposimama na kazi hii, na Mungu akabariki watoto wako, familia yako, na Mungu akabariki kazi ya mikono yako. Katika jina la Yesu nimeomba na hata kuamini. Amen.
Mamlaka Television, impacting generations.